The Alaoui family from Morocco is a living example of how the rich keep getting richer and their palaces fancier. This dynasty, which dates back to the 13th century, turned ruling a country into a profitable family business. The family's fortune is estimated at $8.2 billion, most belonging to King Mohammed VI. He receives an annual salary of nearly $500,000 just for attending ceremonies and waving to the public. With a net worth of $5.7 billion, he proves that money grows on the meticulously manicured lawns of his palaces. Maintaining 4 extravagant palaces is challenging. The family spends $960,000 daily on car repairs, electricity, and water bills. This is especially significant considering they have a full-blown botanical garden in the middle of the desert, which naturally leads to high water bills. The crown jewel of their palaces is located in Fez, featuring lavish gardens, fountains, and a perfect combination of late European palaces with an Arabic and Bavarian influence. King Mohammed primarily resides in Rabat, where another beautiful display of opulence showcases the family's wealth. The palace alone is worth over $1 billion, evident in the opulent decorations. Mohammed Alamoudi is one of the wealthiest black individuals in the world, with a net worth of $9.7 billion. He comes from a family of great wealth and luxury, where discussions might revolve around whether their next yacht should feature a helipad or a full-sized soccer field. Mohammed's success story began when he moved from Ethiopia to Saudi Arabia and eventually became a Saudi citizen. He started his journey in construction, and his company, Midrock, secured a $30 billion contract to build Saudi Arabia's underground oil storage complex. Additionally, he ventured into oil refineries, acquiring companies in Sweden and Morocco. In Sweden, his company Preem is the largest fuel company. Mohammed Alamoudi's business ventures have brought him tremendous wealth and success. Alamoudi is a significant investor in Ethiopia and owns the country's only gold mine, which is responsible for a substantial portion of the gold in jewelry stores worldwide. It's unusual to hear about a billionaire from Ethiopia, but Alamoudi is unique. The Olayan family is a remarkable example of women breaking barriers, even in countries like Saudi Arabia. Lubna Olayan, a prominent figure in the family, comes from one of the wealthiest Arab families, with a net worth that would make even Scrooge McDuck jealous. The Olayan family's story began in 1947 with Suleiman S. Olayan, who started a contracting and trading company. He then expanded the family's business to include a giant in food and consumer distribution, and brought commercial insurance to the region. Over time, the family owned more than 50 companies with substantial stakes in well-known companies. Today, the Olayan empire stretches globally, owning luxurious real estate properties and running significant business operations, including Coca-Cola bottling and Burger King restaurants in Saudi Arabia. Ibn Olayan, the former CEO of Olayan Financing Company, is a powerhouse in her own right, sitting on the boards of Rolls-Royce and Citigroup and even chairing the Saudi British Bank. Her family's fortune is estimated at a staggering $10 billion, making her one of the wealthiest non-royal Arab individuals in the world. Despite her immense influence, Saudi Arabia's restrictions still limit her freedom, like not being able to drive. However, on the other hand, the wealthiest family in Egypt is making their mark with their impressive wealth. The Saris family is one of the wealthiest families in Egypt, with a substantial net worth of over $122 billion. They started with a construction company and grew into a massive empire in telecommunications, construction, tourism, and technology industries. It's like they took monopoly seriously and decided to own everything. They're often compared to the Kardashians, but with much more money and fewer reality shows. The family patriarch, Ansi Saris, founded the Orascom conglomerate in 1950, and his eldest son, Naguib, took the family business to even greater heights. Naguib made a vast deal selling Orascom Telecom and invested in gold mining and real estate industries. His brother Nassef is Egypt's richest man, and he's into luxury properties and owns a big chunk of Adidas. The youngest brother, Sami, is into tourism and real estate. Together, the Sayris family has built a global powerhouse and accumulated a portfolio of lavish homes. But enough about them. Let's talk about the wealthiest Arab families in the world, starting with the Dubai royal family. Dubai is known for its extravagance, and the ruling Al Maktoum family is no exception. While their wealth has decreased to about $1 billion in recent years, they are still wealthy. The head of the family, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is vibrant and is known for his lavish spending, including hosting the most expensive wedding in the world, which cost over $100 million back in 1979. Then there's Crown Prince Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, also known as Fazza. He makes Aladdin look like a mere street rat, though that might not be the most fitting comparison. Fazza's Instagram, with over 11 million followers, is a glimpse into his opulent lifestyle, featuring everything from skydiving and horseback riding to a fleet of golden cars. Yes, solid gold Lamborghinis. He also has a fondness for camels, having once paid $2.7 million for what is said to be the most beautiful camel in the world. As if that wasn't enough, he owns a collection of ultra-luxurious tanks for cruising the desert. Despite these extravagant expenditures, the Al Maktoum aren't even among the top 3 wealthiest families in the UAE. They barely make it into the top 5. By contrast, the Abu Dhabi Al Nahyan family is far more prosperous, with their fortune dwarfing that of the Al Maktoum. The Al Qasimi family, who rule over 2 emirates and have amassed a net worth of $22 billion, handle their ruling responsibilities effortlessly. While they may not be as well known on social media as some other families in the region, they know how to live a life of luxury while keeping a low profile. Ruling over Sharjah and Ras Al Khaimah, the Al Qasimis have a long history of wielding power and accumulating wealth. They weren't just idle rulers. They commanded a naval fleet and had some encounters with the British in the 19th century. The British even labeled them pirates, adding an intriguing twist to their story. Despite their extraordinary wealth and luxurious lifestyle, the Al Qasimi family's fortune pales compared to the wealthiest family in the UAE. This Al Nahyan family is worth over $35 billion. However, the Al Qasimis are not even among the top 3 most affluent families in the Arab world. There's even more to their story, including golden escalators and extravagant spending on soccer. But before we get to that, let's talk about the Abu Dhabi royal family. The rulers of Abu Dhabi, known as the Al Nahyan family, have a massive fortune of $35 billion. They used to make a living from fishing and trading until they struck oil in 1959, dramatically changing their fortunes. Now, they are one of the world's largest oil producers. The current leader, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, has a staggering $30 billion. His brother, Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is not far behind, with a net worth nearing $40 billion. Their opulent lifestyle is evident in their $490 million Qasr Al Watan Palace and vast international property investments, totaling about $7 billion in the UK alone. This family's car collection is awe-inspiring, with over 200 cars, including rare and expensive models like the Bugatti Veyron and Lamborghini Veneno. Their garages look more like car museums. In addition to their impressive car collection, they own private jets, including a stunning $450 million Boeing 747 decked out in gold and silver. This is handy when they want to jet off to their private island for the weekend. And speaking of impressive possessions, they also own a yacht that costs more than the GDP of some small countries. Sheikh Khalifa's yacht, is a 590-foot floating palace valued at $600 million. It's not just about size but also speed, as they own some of the fastest vehicles. The family reportedly spends over $1 million daily to maintain their extravagant lifestyle. They spend money on things like buying new cars as quickly as most people buy groceries, traveling on yachts and private jets, and living a life of luxury. The Al Thani family is known for their incredible wealth, with an estimated net worth of around $335 billion. The family's fortune can be traced back to their involvement in the oil and gas industry, and they have amassed a vast collection of luxury cars, yachts, and private jets. They also own an impressive array of properties worldwide, including more real estate in the UK than the British royal family. Their extravagant lifestyle includes a remarkable art collection featuring pieces from renowned artists like Pablo Picasso and Andy Warhol, including the world's most expensive painting, for which they paid $300 million. The Al Thani family's investment portfolio reads like a who's who of high-end assets, from Volkswagen and Tiffany and Company to Barclays and Harrods. They make sure their wealth is actively growing rather than sitting idle. They've even surpassed the British in property acquisitions by purchasing the Canary Wharf Group and other iconic London landmarks. Not stopping there, the Al Thani family spent a staggering $320 billion to host the FIFA World Cup. This sum doesn't even cover the bribes they allegedly paid to secure the event. When you're passionate about football and want to honor Messi with a trophy, $320 billion seems like pocket change. Kuwait might be the next World Cup host. The Al Sabah family, with their vast wealth and extensive territory, could outbid anyone for the privilege. So mark your calendars for Kuwait 2038. Let's give a nod to the Al Sabah family, who could afford to buy every soccer player on the planet and host the tournament in their backyard. The Al Sabah family of Kuwait is known for their incredible wealth and extravagant lifestyle. Their fortune, estimated at around $360 billion, comes from various sources, including oil, investments, real estate, and telecommunications. The current leader, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmad al-Sabah, is known for his luxurious possessions, including a private Boeing 747, and a collection of luxury cars, yachts, and Arabian horses. The family also strongly influences the cultural scene, having built a $775 million cultural center with opera houses, theaters, and libraries. However, despite their wealth and influence, the family has faced internal conflicts and scandals, similar to what you might see in a dramatic TV show. With over 1,000 royal family members, navigating family dynamics can be challenging. Despite the challenges, their wealth and power continue to grow, making them one of the most affluent families in the world. The Al Saud family represents the pinnacle of opulence and epitomizes lavish living. With a staggering net worth of $1.7 trillion, they control 0.02% of the world's wealth, dwarfing figures like Jeff Bezos. Their three palaces, Al-Yamamah, Al-Ola, and Al-Urer, are dazzling luxury showcases, with Al-Yamamah featuring 200 bathrooms and gold-plated accents. King Salman, worth $18 billion, travels in a modified Boeing 747-400 with a golden interior, a vast main bedroom, and a private prayer room. Rumor has it there's even a gym on board. The family's luxury extends to their art collection, including Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, purchased for over $450 million. Their extravagant lifestyle is also evident in their travels. King Salman's 2017 visit to Indonesia featured 1,500 people, 11 private jets, a golden escalator, and 56 tons of luggage. Such displays of wealth and excess, including demanding to refurbish entire hotels and causing protests in Paris, highlight their unmatched extravagance.